Alright, I was a Teenage Exocolonist. Let's check it out. This game is about, it's a lot of things. It's a narrative RPG, it's got card-based battles. Wake up, it's like life sim, life choices. Warning, this game deals with mature subjects and may not be suitable for all players. Please see our content warnings in the system for detail. Okay, so, just don't let little kids watch this, I guess. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire. Okay. So do I click through this, or am I just like watching a cutscene here? Click to continue, okay? Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here, or what on Vertumna is happening. Also, you're on an alien planet. You're a colonist on an alien planet, hence exocolonist. There's something important you need to remember. What do I need to remember? Oh, hello. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Who's that up there? They're coming towards us, whoever they are. Are you friend or foe? You seem friend. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is a ringing in your ears. What's going on? You try to speak, but the words come out jumbled. Your throat seizes around a lungful of choking smoke, and you feel dizzy and confused. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight. Dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Interesting. Alien oh, hello? Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like from Earth? Is it friend or foe? Oh, that does not seem friendly. The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open. Okay, seems bad. Seems very bad. Okay, so we're on an alien planet and it seems, hostile. Dangerous. I was a Teenage Exocolonist, the name of the game. But yeah, so you're growing up on an alien planet, you're making life choices over the course of 10 years. Will be, like, the duration of, a run on the game, like a playthrough. For the demo, there's only 1 year. We're checking the demo right here. You are born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Okay? I guess it's going to be like a timeline right here. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertumna in the hope they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They name you, Solana. Sure. Solana, you're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination. Sometimes too active, your mom says. Use the sliders on the left to choose pronouns and late teens appearance. These can be changed at any time. What's this? She seems fine. Feminine appearance, sure. We'll be a lady, sure. Why not? Solana sounds like a girl's name. You have vivid dreams of things you never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Vertumna will be like. What's this? My empathy. These are like your stats. Okay, and system, friends, memories, character traits. Kudos, reputation-based currency. Interesting. Stress, 0 out of 100. Physical, mental exhaustion. And rebellion, 50 out of 100. Relationship with adults and colony government. Interesting. And what's this? Quiet season, age 10. Okay. Every child on the Stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first sign of yours. Interesting. You can choose, okay, do we want to have, like, eagle eyes for vision, extra fingers, ew. Absorbent brain, I mean, that sounds really good, being super smart. Super strength, calm temperament, no, or like hard mode, nothing at all. Let's go with super strength, right? Enhancement, super strength, childhood memories. What's that do? Okay, cool. Oh, it even shows you who drew the illustration. Neat. Uncle Tonin says it's a lazy person's dream. Eat whatever you want, don't exercise at all, and still look like you spent all day in the gym. Sign me up. Okay. What's all this? Plus 10 combat. Gained memory, super strength 1. Okay. Pretty cool. This is like your character creation thing at the start, I guess. You're incredibly strong for your age, but you go easy on your friend. Oh, we're choosing our friend? Who's our like best friend gonna be? So we're describing our best friend. Oh, I see. Energetic and loyal. That's their name. Enemy, tough and gentle Cal, bold and confident, quiet and adventurous, studious and mature, shy and sweet. Let's go with Energetic and loyal, and, you know, I can't pronounce the name. Somebody whose name is easy to say. Quiet and adventurous Dis. Studious and mature Tangent. Sure, we'll go with Tangent. Now, hello, Tangent. Tangent is the kind of girl who sits right up front by the holo projector and always has her hand in the air. She and her twin brother, Dis, drifted apart when she started genome treatment to make her body conform to her gender. Years later, Tang is the girl you always knew she was, but her relationship with Dis is worse than you. Luckily, she has a friend in you. Oh, you can change your friend. I kind of want to check out the other people. Like, who else is, like, Tough and Gentle Cal? Okay, that's what Cal looks like. Alright. We got, Shy and Sweet Tammy. Oh, I mean, how can you not pick a little sweetheart like that? Tammy's the kindest person, you know. She idolizes Auntie Sedent and is always following her around, helping her with the babies or learning how to cook. She has the best snacks at class recess and always shares, especially with you and Cal. She and Cal are just as close. Like, if I pick either Cal or the other person, like, there's going to be conflict between the two. I want somebody who's just going to be, like, getting along with everybody, and that's Tammy. I want somebody who's going to get along with me, get along with everybody. Tammy, yeah, exactly. I don't want to have one friend fighting another friend. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to other star systems, with the planet Vertumna 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. Interesting, okay. What's this? +1 to card to the right? Okay. This is like card-based battles. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble. Then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods, just in case. Okay. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Solona. Solona? I can't even pronounce the name I chose. Your dad, Seuss, will be through the wormhole and down the planet before you know it, just like we've practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Oh, not going great, huh? Red emergency lights switch on as a siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out a porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you need toughness 5 or greater. So I guess strength does not equal toughness? Get in touch with your emotions. Think of a game to play. Let's think of a game to play. Think of a game to play. You start a game of Rambutan with some of your classmates. You pick the topic. Types of fruit. Cal thinks about it. I could name 10 kinds of fruit, he says. Okay. Distraction. Draw an extra card. So, like, the choices we make are giving us cards to use in our deck later on. Alright. These are, like, things that have happened so far? Or, oh, by picking this, these things happened. Our stress went down some. Oh, these are like, these are already like, our stats are already going. This isn't character creation. We're just like playing the game, going through the story. Build some friendship, and gain a memory, which is a card. I guess our cards are memories. Okay. Maybe I can name 11. Dis mumbles. Anemone confidently counters with 12. Back to Callie thinks again. I could name 20. The others shrug, and Anemone tells him to go ahead. Apple, orange, banana, Cal starts, and tomatoes are fruit, and cucumbers and corn. The game immediately erupts into an argument of semantic, as many games of Rambutan do. You wait. The shaking builds. Oh no! We're fighting over the game, and now our stress is high. This is not helping our stress situation. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything's going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch, and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall, head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. And more than just one tomorrow, lots of them. Different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger. Grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not going to let you miss this. What is this? Time travel? Distantly, you can feel the ship's shaking has stopped, and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Oop, lost some stress there, okay. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbay under you plays a soft tone, and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completed into healing. I guess we were in a coma. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Sunlight? Trees? Ground? Instead, the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns, blue sun, neat. They would actually be called stars. Sun is just the name of our star, is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere, and people walking around outside, on the ground. You better get out there and join them. Rush outside to start your new life. Cautiously step outside to your new life. So we're basically deciding, are we going to be like somebody who takes risks or the cautious type? IRL, I would go cautious, but for a game, let's be a risk taker. Rush outside, yeah. Okay. Alright, got a little bit of combat there, okay. Alright, so, well, here we are. Oh, I see you click and drag to move. Can I use WSD as well? Oh, never mind, I've got text. Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. Okay, don't know what that means. To walk, I think it's like kind of like, I don't know. To walk, click on the ground. Click on characters to talk to them. Okay, but can I use WASD? I can. Okay, fantastic, much better. Click on you to talk. Oh, hello. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head, she says. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics, near those domes. They're called greenhouses. I would go with you, but, well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed, Tammy stammers, blushing. It's scary outside. It's good that I went for, like, the I rush outside, because it balances her being, like, timid, right? I'll be the bold one, you be the timid one. Alright, I'll get you coming with me later. Alright, all kinds of things to check. It's set towards the southeast. Let's go talk to you. Solana, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance, interesting name, thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Aw, you love your dad. Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've also, like, the game tends to go music, no music, then music. Kind of like Minecraft does, whatever. Like sometimes plays music. There's an option in the main menu to have music be always on, if you prefer that. I didn't turn it on because I wanted to use default settings just to see what it's like. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside except in pictures. Your ship has been separated in two, and parts taken off to form other buildings in a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up to the hill. What's outside the walls? Oh, don't worry about that, my dear aubergine. Is that like some kind of like fruit? I don't know. I've heard that before. He says nothing that could hurt you. We just don't want you getting lost in the big, big world out there. Oh, before I forget. That's right, this character's 10 years old. He pulls a package out from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? He asks. You honestly don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in medbay. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of déjà vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know exactly what is in there. You remember it. No? You dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. Did we, like, time travel? Tell him you know what's in it. What's this? Gained gear sun medallion. You describe the medallion, and your dad tisks as he hands you the package. Aw, who ruined the surprise? Was it Seek? I'll bet it was Seek. They hate fun. He grins and adds, don't tell them I said that. But I'm psychic, Dad. I've experienced the multiverse, plus one of the challenges. Interesting. You start to explain that nobody told you. Maybe the memories aren't just cards. Maybe that's like a character trait. But someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Solana, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed, and... He stops himself. Don't worry, we're going to fix it, your mother and I. Professor Hal is expecting you in classes, if you're feeling up to it. Your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing in the rear end of the bisected ship. Bisected, cut in two, split in two. Then he points to the large doors you came out of earlier. Or you can relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight. Ooh, that's right, we're time we have to go to school and stuff. Is this like the passage of like a... It's like... Yeah, this is like the passage of our 10th year of life here. Once I get all the way, we'll age up, right? Or the demo ends in this case. We'll talk later tonight, he says, then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Solana. I love you. Unlocked study humanities and engineering. Love you too, Dad. To enter buildings, click on the door or the flag beside it, or get close and press enter another action button. Then choose an activity for the month. Yeah, I saw this in the trailer. Like, you choose what to do for a month. You play the game like a month at a time, right? To gain skills in advanced time. There are 13 months a year. Because we're on an alien planet. And 10 years to the end of the game, you'll only have time to focus on a few things. You're choosing how this kid's going to develop. Teenager, well, they're tends not teenager, but they're going to be. How name of the game, Teenage Exocolonist. You're choosing how they develop and grow as a person, and they'll influence how the colony develops as well. All right, so let's go. Let's talk to you. You see Dis sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south, where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says quietly without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need walls? You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memory so strong that you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggly. So we get attacked in the future. That's where the combat will come in. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real, we're psychic. It wasn't just a wormhole, we're psychic. Breaking you from your daydream, Dis whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I believe you. No, you don't, he says. You're being sarcastic, I can tell. Nobody believes me. He turns his back and ignores you. They're huge and wriggly and dangerous. What's this? Maisu friendship? Oh, he doesn't believe me. Stop making fun of me, Dis pouts. You're as bad as Mars. Well, Riston shouldn't have done that. He's the kind of person who doesn't take you at your word. Okay. Maybe we can go to, like, class? What's this? What are you? Engineering. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of this wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, that's pretty, beams down at you from a nearby hull screen. Don't forget to study hard, Solna. Pick an activity to do this month. Study life sciences, study humanities, like +2 biology, +1 reasoning, +1 friendship with tangent, +15 stress. Also +15 stress, +1 friendship with tangent, creativity, persuasion. Let's check my other options first, honestly. Oh, hello. You weren't here before. Everybody's moving around. Hiya, Solna. Anemone, I think that's how you say it, seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. This stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you, because it isn't cold, but it's still neat, and you can make stuff out of it. Interesting. Your foggy head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded near her. What are you making? Just snow spiral, she says, but earlier me and Cal made a big snow pal. You missed it while you were sleeping in medbay. She smiles her broad, gap-toothed smile at you. Now that you're awake, we can play. Have you seen any monsters? Nope, just some little bugs. The grown-ups would say if they were monsters, right? Probably not, actually. Don't want to scare the kids. She shrugs and smiles reassuringly. Even if there were monsters, Chief Rat would beat them all up, so don't worry. My mom says we're safer here than we were in space. You both look over at the wreckage of the Stratospheric, the spaceship you were born. Anemone's mom, Antecedent, is probably right about that. Antecedent? Antecedent! That's like a word. Antecedent, like one thing that precedes another, I think is what it means. I see play in words. Look what the wormhole did to your ship. Aren't you in school? She smacks her forehead. School. I wondered where everybody was. I guess I'm going to be late for humanities class. She doesn't look very worried to you. Okay? It's okay, she says. Professor Hal's chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now. She grins and starts running towards engineering. Hey, race you. No fair, she's getting a head start. Alright, well. Doesn't seem like you're moving. Also, I need to pause. Somebody's being noisy outside. Alright, we're back. And get off this and... Hello. Let's just go ahead and jump into here, and we'll pick one of these. Life sciences. I think reasoning would be good. We'll take that. It's in biology, too. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologist and up-and-coming chemist. Professor Hal welcomes you back to your classroom. This afternoon, we'll learn what I like to call the wet sciences. He gestures to his hollow-projected lesson plan. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a little bit of everything, with opportunities for further study in your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. Okay. For today's lesson, Professor Hal tells you, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Vertumna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at a speed of over 1 meter a day. That's insane! 3 feet a day? And at a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. He stands on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Your team will experiment to find those ideal conditions. That's bonkers. This alien planet's out of control. You're teamed up with Tang and Cal and are given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up surveyor's notes on the hull in it. Mush tree, she reads. are most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. What if we use water instead of soil, Cal suggests, like they do with hydroponics? Tang nods. If they like wet weather, that might work. Solna, do you have any suggestions? Lower the water's pH, put it under a bright glow light, sing to it daily, run electric current through it. Maybe like the bright glow light, or grow light. Wait, no, it's a mushroom. It wants the dark, right? Oopsies. You lower the light so it's right over your bucket of water and plop the spore in. Every day you rush into the classroom to check on its progress. At first there's nothing, but by midweek your little mush tree shoot sprouts up and starts its journey. You raise the light gradually as it grows towards it. Okay, so maybe it does like the light. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack. Yeah, I could have picked a better path. It's average. Since mush trees tend to grow in rainy, overcast places rather than hot, dry ones, you wonder if you might have given it too much light. Yeah, I messed up, yeah. Get to work. Early quiet biology studying life sciences. What's this? When you work or go to class, you'll play a quick card challenge. Okay, here's more of the gameplay aspect. As the month passes. Move cards to fill the 5 panes and make the best hand you can. The order matters. If your total in the circle on the right reaches the goal value, you win. Depending on your cards, some challenges can't be won, but you still get reward for doing your best. Okay. Bonus for flushes, same color together. Bonus for pairs, same number together. Okay. So, is 3 a flush? Is 5 a flush? So 3, is that 3 red is a flush and 2 blue is a flush? And down here, pairs, we have 2 zeros is 1 point. And we got 3 2s is 3 points. Okay. And so 3 of the same color gives 3 points. That's pretty good, actually. Bonus for straights, increasing from left to right. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gives you 10 points. The more cards in a flush, pair, or straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Cards can also affect each other, and can be rearranged to find the best total score. So this one gives like +1 card to the left and +1 to the right. Okay. Interesting. So we're trying to get 11. You start with 1. Push through plus 50 stress. What does that mean? Just like, oh, if you can't hit 11, you have to push through and gain stress? Gotcha. So we're studying. And so if we put down a 0 and a 5, that's like 2 reds gives us like 1 point. Wait, why did it give us... Also, can I move them? Why did it give us 6? Oh, maybe because the number itself also adds up? Yeah, I guess the number itself also adds. 0, 1, 2 gives us a little straight there, and seems fine. What if I can like get better? It doesn't matter. Like if I do that, we also get 13. Because what if we put you over here, you here, and you here, and then change it for the straight? Aha! Super goal! Nice! 14 plus 1. So 14 total hand value. So like, yeah, the numbers themselves do count. And then like the straights and the, 2's a flush apparently in this. Pair straight flush. 1 from global bonuses. What's the global bonus? Some medallion plus 1 to challenges. Ah, this is the global bonus there. Cool. Nice. We got a super goal. You worked well this month. +1 biology. Victories 2. Your skills increase when you go... Got +4 biology, +2 from super goal. +1 reasoning, plus 15 stress. Your skills increase when you work or go to school, with extra skills if you win the challenge. And a kudos bonus if you make the highest scoring hand with your cards. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. Ah. To relieve stress, take a month off to relax in the quarters wing. Okay, a month? That's a long... I want a month off, right? Nah. I got the best job in the world, right? Friendship tangent. Okay. So that's the month done. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away, but there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric, when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you. Good parents. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Okay. Your dad smiles, and Professor Hal will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. Do I have any yet? Not yet. I feel like I hit my super goal, right? I should get some kudos for that. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. So basically you don't have to go to school every month. You can, like, learn through the school of hard knocks of life, right? Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas for how you can spend your time. And come by geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help. Unlock shoveling dirt in geoponics. Oh, that sounds like fun. Shovel some dirt. Nice little animation there. Early quiet. Next month. Mid-quiet. Month 2 of 13. Is that like the seasons of the planets? I guess? I don't know. Alright, well, that's that month done. And we can look at other things. Oh, hello. An enemy is bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Sports ball. Good old... Don't you guys want to, like, you know, go outside and kick around the old sports ball? Heads up, she shouts and bumps the ball in your direction. Think fast. Do a trick? I don't have the toughness. Why would you need toughness for a trick? Alright, bounce it back. Look how the ball's flying towards you. Bounce it back. Now what's this give us? +2 toughness, +1 from super strength perk. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. Anemone tells you about the new sports ball court, a proper regulation-sized court way bigger than the little 0G1 on the stratospheric. Her brother, Com, is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. Unlock sports ball in the garrison. That'll get us more athletic, I think, which combines nicely with our fact that we have, like, the strength, right? Okay. What's this area? The garrison, a small team led by the security chief Rhett, was enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here on Vertumna, the garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. And best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court. Pick an activity to do this month. Play sports ball. Yeah, let's do it. Get some toughness, some friendship with an enemy, +10 stress, get some bravery. Yeah, let's do it. Anemone meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother Com is organized. That's an unfortunate sounding name. It sounds similar to something else that's naughty. A little too close. Is organizing the youth team. She tells you. Oh, you don't have to click that. You can just click here. You can just click anywhere. Kombucha offers you a high five and greeting, then tosses a sports ball your way. Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You and Anemone are team captains. Pick your team. Anemone used to practice with Cal and Mars on the ship, but Tammy, you're surprised to see her here. Kombucha will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy on the other side. Well, let's choose our best friend, right? Let's get Tammy in here. Get a little bit of friendship there. Cal said I should join, but I'm not very good at sports. Where should I stand? She asked quietly. You aren't sure. You assign her to tackle back and tell her to stick like glue to the opposing team's offense. Maybe she'll get in their way instead of yours. Anemone chooses Kombucha, of course. They bump fist. Your next choice. We'll go with Mars. Mars. +2 friendship with Mars. I'll play Spiker. Mars runs to take position. Seems like she's in it for the glory. Hopefully she'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. You face off 3-on-3. Start the game. Toughness challenge. Okay. Is another like one of the card games, right? It is. Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round, you'll keep the cards you didn't play. I only have 5. And unlock. They say and unlock an extra. So they're like locked in that position. Or they reset back to your hand. We'll find out. Losing isn't always a bad thing in story challenges. So okay. Done. Gold 27, which you have 3 rounds to do it. So the first round we want to. If I do, what's this? 0, 1, 2. Gives me 10. If I just click enter 3 times, it gives me 30. I think we're just good to go here. Although, yeah, I think it's fine. Next round. Oh, wait. What? My cards are different. Okay. Guess we have more cards that I didn't realize. Alright, let's get all of that. If I put this down here, what if I, rearrange these a little bit? Not sure the left-right matters. I mean, it's 12 points there. Okay. Next round. Okay, we got plenty of cards. Yeah, I got more memories of cards than I realized. Alright, we want distraction, draw an extra card. I mean, I could. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's for the next round. I see. You double click to bring it back. No, don't. You click it once, it takes it back in. Well, I think, not sure it matters a whole lot here. Just, oop, there's the goal. If we get lots of ones, it'll give us extra stuff, right? Super cool. There it is, fantastic. We're amazing at this. You'd love to see it. Victorious, 3 stars, beautiful. +2 toughness from super cool and super strength perk, and +1 kudos, +1 from best score. Nice. Tammy tackles Anemone in a brilliant takedown that surprises everyone. She really took to her role as the immovable object. All right, good job, Tammy. That's her best friend. The score is tied with Anemone and Kombucha putting the pressure on. Then blam, you score the match point with a rad spike all the way from the net line. Rad, brah. +5 kudos, nice. And gain memory playing sports ball. Set neighbors this value. Okay, cool. More cards. Victorious. You worked well this month. +1 bravery. Got some bravery, got some toughness, +10 stress. Just means we have to take a break eventually there. Okay. This week you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody's about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. Ooh. This morning you were sure Professor Hal was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Hal walked away, I can't talk, his hash browns safe for today, Mars called you a liar and a dummy. Hey, mean. I regret playing with you if you're going to be mean to me. You were on my team. We won. Why are you mean? At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Ooh, sad. Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like paint. You're remembering the future, but like it's like a you're remembering possible futures, but they're not all gonna actualize. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? You have a colony. You just put bodies in a colony recycler, bury them, right? Anytime you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick or that you're sick and need to go to medbay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? Why? You're considerate. You don't want people to worry. That goes more empathy, right? Your parents have so much of their minds already. You have a feeling that something is happening at Geoponics that they don't want you to know. You don't understand it, but when they come home at night, they look really sad. You don't want to make that work. So there's something bad going on outside those walls. Maybe it's one of these things where, like, they know the colony's doomed, but they're just trying to give you a few more good years before, like, they know the monster's going to kill us all eventually. Is that what's going on? That can't be it, right? We're going to survive. We're going to live. If you just keep going to classes and staying out of trouble, it'll be easier for everyone, yourself included. Alright. Mid-quiet. Next month, late quiets. Okay, the first season's called the quiet season. What's going on in, like, the loud season. Yeah, quiet season. Interesting. But I think I was planning to play for about half an hour. I think it's a good spot to wrap it up. My thoughts are, this seems like a really well-made game, really well-polished. Developers really were passionate and caring about this game. They wanted to make a nice, fun experience of a game, and I think it's gonna be a great game. I think people are gonna have a good time playing it. It's gonna be one of those games where you enjoy the experience of it, and you walk away with like this fond memory of the experience of playing this game. And I think it's gonna be good. And yeah, smash that like button if you like indie games and you want to see more of them on this channel. Let's go.